wada danyo, wada dang dang. Hengo danyo, oh, wada dang dang. Yes. This is the voice of the Patriot, where we speak truth to power. Now here we don't criticize, but if we must, it would only be on one condition: to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God and country. Again, here we are not neutral. We have taken sides. The side of the truth. My brother, my sister, yes, that is why we say we are affectionately called the headquarters of the truth. Now today we have a number of issues we would like to look at, and I would like us to start with this one here from Ghana Web. And it says, perfidious Foh Amoaning bites back at University of Ghana over LGBT statutes claims. And I read, now private legal practitioner and lecturer Foh Amoaning has insisted that the University of Ghana changed its statutes to make homosexual activities acceptable in the university. Now the university, in a statement issued on November 24, 2025, challenged a claim made by Foh Amoaning that it had changed the statutes, saying that the university statutes do not mention gender identity, gender expression, or sexual orientation. The university does not promote or support LGBTQ+ activities. Reacting to the statement in an interview on Radio Universe, the veteran lawyer, citing one Professor Windari, said the statutes had been changed to promote LGBT activities. There are a lot of people who are close to the Vice Chancellor, so we prompted them. I am not going to mention names. We said, please, can you talk to Madam? We don't understand what is happening. Can you approach her so she can explain? Her answer was, oh, well, this is an academic thing, it's nothing. Then we said, really? This is a public university. You are changing its status to reflect a culture which is LGBTQ+ driven. I will demonstrate that DEI. I will demonstrate that DEI and inclusively. And these pronouns are LGBTQ+ driven. Now the issue can boil down to what did Professor Windari say? And I've quoted what he said. He said, we are changing the pronouns to get gender neutral pronouns. He said, well, my brother, my sister, last week we looked at this thing where Foh Amoaning claimed that the University of Ghana had changed its statutes to favor LGBTQI+ activities. I remember we asked the question, how true is it? And what kind of activities exactly? Is it for them to have a quota for admission, or is it for them to flaunt their LGBT nature on campus, maybe by kissing on the streets, by, holding and touching in their parties and so on and so forth? We were seeking clarification. Well, the university says there's nothing like that. The university does not delve into sexual orientation, gender, and so on and so forth. But Foh Amoaning is still insisting that yes, something like that had happened. Now all we can ask for is the evidence. Once the evidence is out, and he who alleges, in fact, the onus lies on you So, proof. My brother, my sister, how true is this? The university has come out to say it's not true. It's a lie. Nothing like that has happened. What is the proof of Moses Foh Amoaning? We will find out from him exactly why he's saying this and what evidence he has. In the interim, this is the voice of the Patriot. We are still in Ghana, and this one is also from Ghana, where it says Wendy Shay explains why she rejected drink offered at Ghanaian's palace. And I read, Ghanaian singer Wendy Shay has clarified why she refused a drink presented to her during a visit to the Ghanaian's palace. Now, according to her, she was acting strictly under medical instructions and meant no disrespect to tradition. Now, speaking in an interview on OKFM on November 26, 2025, the artist explained that she had gone to the place to pay homage ahead of her performance because she believes in respecting traditional authority. She went to the palace because that was the third time I was doing a show on his land, and I felt it was right for me to go and see him. I do believe everything has a head. There's a leader and a head everywhere you find yourself. So I need to give that respect. Wendy Shay stated that the liquid offered her was not water, but schnapp. And due to the medication she was on, she had been instructed by her doctor to avoid all forms of alcohol. What was offered to me wasn't water. I think it was schnapp. And I had taken medicine. I wasn't supposed to take alcohol or anything alcoholic due to the medication I was on. It wasn't as if I was disrespecting them, and really respect traditions. Oh yes. What liquid was she given to? What was the reason for giving her the liquid? In every Ghanaian community, especially the traditional ones, we normally will provide you with a drink. 99.999999 to the umpteenth 9999 times we give you water. This is the first time I'm hearing that somebody visited a traditional authority and has been given schnapps to drink. I thought it was only the gods that drank schnapp. Is the asana finished? The pito, is it finished? The apeteshi, is it finished? Right now you are going all the way to go in and import schnapps to give to your gods to drink and be poisoned. You are giving the same poison to your visitors. What a shame. Which chiefs are doing that? How many times do we have to come out to say, stop making our gods and ancestors drunk? Why? Are our ancestors drunk? Are they drunken? Are they drunkards? Why is it that every time we have to pray to our ancestors, we have to give them alcohol? What happened to water? And the alcohol that they even give to their ancestors is imported. Schnapp. That is why the gods can't think anymore. They are drunk. They have drunk too much alcohol. They have become drunkards. I will be shocked if the Ghanaian truly gave Wendy Shay schnapp. I've been there. I was given water, bottled water. I went with my entourage. When Kenyatta Hill came here for Kuchoko Roots Festival, including Dwayne Stevenson, they were all given bottles of water. So in the case of Wendy Shay, why was it schnapps? Is it everybody who drinks schnapps? Certainly everybody drinks water. Show me one person who doesn't drink water. Must we all drink schnapps? Must our gods always drink schnapps? This has to be investigated. Was it a trap or was it poison? I agree with Wendy Shay 100%. If I were Wendy Shay, in fact, I would walk out immediately. You know why? Because this is no longer tradition, it is duress. And I doubt it if Gamanche actually gave Schnapp. Again, Gamanche is a very personal friend of mine. He is a learned man. And I do not think that the first thing he would give to his visitors would be schnapps. I doubt it. It is good when the Shay is not sure whether that liquid was schnapp or not. But she is sure that it wasn't water. My brother, my sister, in the north when you go there, they give you cola nuts. It's a way of welcoming you. Not everybody chews cola nuts. So you can accept it and keep it. Cola nut is not poison. Cola nut is grown right here. It's a fruit. Not everybody likes it though. My brother, my sister, some just accept it, and when they leave, they do whatever they want with it. But where you visit a traditional authority and you are given something and they supervise your using that thing or ingesting that thing, that is serious. There are people who can go to traditional authorities fasting. There are people who do not eat anything outside. There are people who are so much concerned about their health, and for that matter, they only eat from their kitchen and their kitchen alone. If I visit traditional authorities and I am forced, the word there is forced, the emphasis forced, to ingest any liquid or chew anything, how many people will continue visiting these traditional authorities? It has to be investigated. Did they give schnapps to Wendy Shay to drink at Gamanche's palace? Personally, after this, I will send a call through to the Gamanche. I'm sure he will invite me over to the palace and I will investigate it. I promise you that. My brother, my sister, in the interim, the Gamanche is too lettered to force people to drink schnapp when they come to visit him. Again, I have visited there and they brought me not water in calabash, no, water kept in bottles sealed, and I broke the seals myself. Everyone who followed me broke the seals themselves. Why didn't they give us schnapp, or were they short of schnapp? Finally, to those who give the gods schnapp, have the gods told you that they want to drink foreign alcohol? Very soon you start giving them Moet. You give them Chandon. You give them whatever. Louis Vuitton, is it an alcohol? Okay, it's not alcohol, it's a garment, right? It's a certain apparel, whatever. I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know the brands. Very soon you'll give them Moet. You give them Chandon. Remy Martin. All right, thank you for that. Remy Martin. If the gods want to drink alcohol at all, what happened to Pito? What happened to Apeteshi? What happened to Brukutu? What happened to palm wine? Our gods, are they burger gods? Mr. Young gods no wire burger. Where Jackpa? Yen ancestors or your boga. Onum schnapps nkuting. On pe pito, on pe apetichi, on pe brukutu. Or pe snap. Or pe Remy Martin. What kind of ancestors are these? Now, my brother, my sister, there's a sad story here. And in fact, I am actually sad looking at this, but I have to look at it. There's a coup in Guinea Bissau. Recently, something happened in Guinea Bissau. A man in the government of the president, my brother, my sister, was doing things with women there. Am I correct? Was it in Guinea Bissau or Equatorial Guinea? I think it was in the same Guinea Bissau. My brother, my sister, we were told that he paraded wives of ministers, deputy ministers. He banged them on camera. Some of the positions, oh my God, you can't find in any of the Kama Sutra books. Wives of ministers, deputy ministers, he banged. And we're told he was related to the president. My brother, my sister, today there's a coup d'etat in that country. Where's my producer? That country, was it Guinea Bissau or Equatorial Guinea? I want to be too sure before I proceed. My brother, my sister, there is Equatorial Guinea, okay. Producer says it's Equatorial Guinea. So, this is Guinea Bissau. My brother, my sister, one is Equatorial Guinea, the other is Guinea Bissau. They are both Guinea, but their surnames are different. One is Equatorial and the other is Bissau. It's a small nation. My brother, my sister, there is a coup d'etat in that country. In fact, when you go to Equatorial Guinea, there is a dictator there who has been there in power for a long time, very corrupt. His son is the defense minister and more. Mbasogo Nguema Teodoro, that's his name. Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, that's his name. I never forget that name. My brother, my sister, that is the country that is always in the news. But this time around, it has moved from Equatorial Guinea, where a dictator so corrupt is ransacking the coffers of that nation, drying up the economy. Now, it is the twin sister, Guinea Bissau. The last time we heard about Equatorial Guinea, there was a man in there banging ladies, and videos went all over, viral. Many saw the videos, and we were told that some ladies in Ghana admired the rod of Moses of this guy there, and were beginning to write love messages to him and begging him to come to Ghana and eat from their cooking pots. Hallelujah. As to whether he made it to Ghana or not, Recently, he was thrown into jail. My brother, my sister, today is the twin sister, Guinea Bissau. There's a coup d'etat there. And Ghana has already condemned the coup d'etat in that country. I thought Africa at this point will not encourage any coup d'etats anymore. But what really happened in Guinea Bissau? Let's look at this. Guinea Bissau soldiers say they have taken power after reports of president's arrest. A group of military officers say they have seized control of Guinea Bissau and amid reports that the president, Umaru Sissoco Mbalo, has been arrested. Shortly after gunshots were heard in the capital, Bissau, government sources told the BBC that Mbalo had been detained. Military officers then appeared on state TV saying they had suspended the electoral process and would be in charge until further notice. The West African nation has been awaiting the outcome of Sunday's presidential election, in which the main opposition candidate had been disqualified from running. The results were expected on Thursday. Both Mbalo and his closest rival, Fernando Diaz, have claimed victory. Late on Wednesday afternoon, Mbalo told France 24 in a phone call, "I have been deposed." Witnesses in Bissau heard gunfire earlier at around 1 o'clock, that's 13 hours GMT, but it was not immediately clear who was involved in the shooting or if there were any casualties. Hundreds of people on foot and in vehicles fled, seeking shelter as the shots rang out, the AFP news agency reported. It is sad how African leaders behave when it comes to elections. Tanzania, a woman is president there, and there's chaos all over the place. Disqualifying opposition leaders who have the potential of beating them in the elections. Stealing elections and making sure that nobody gets close to the presidency. Once they are in power, they become the lords of the people, lording it over them. They become monarchs. Look what is happening in Togo. Look what is happening in Cameroon. Look what is happening in Tanzania. And now is Guinea Bissau. My brother, my sister, the president granted an interview in which he said he's been deposed after claiming victory a day before. Why is it that African leaders always want to hold on to power without respecting the democratic process and the democratic franchise of their citizenry? My brother, my sister, Guinea-Bissau is here. But again, is it enough to stage a coup d'etat? Is it enough to stage a coup d'etat? ECOWAS could have come in. AU could have come in. Did they send election observers to the country? Were there any election malpractices? Is that not why observers are normally sent around? Why the coup d'etat then? What are the observers saying? Africa should grow beyond coups. We are no more in 1 BC. What happened to demonstrations? Yes, I know that once in a while we have government crackdown of demonstrations. People sometimes are even shot. My brother, my sister, what is the use of ECOWAS? How about the AU? Are all these countries member states? My brother, my sister, let there be peace back there in Guinea Bissau. Please restore the president and let the electoral process flow. If there are any suggestions of malpractices, do they have courts in Guinea Bissau at all? This has grown beyond animalistic, where people can pick up guns and by force, as if to say the fittest survive, they take power from the democratic process. The president could be as bad as hell. That is why elections are there, to decide whether to keep these presidents there or not. That is why observers are sent around, so that they will report whether malpractices were experienced or not. Can we revert to some of these things and make sure that things work right? Coup d'etats are wrong. Ghana has already condemned it through Honorable Samuel Ablakwa is the voice of the Patriot.